Okay. Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. It's my last show for the season, I think. I'm not sure about Tuesday night or Wednesday night, but we will wait and see. So welcome to the show, guys. Let me get organized. Oops. What have we got here? Get out of that. Okay, I'm going to turn it down. Yep, out of that. Yep, out of that. Yep, out of that. Right, where's Facebook gone? Don't you just love technology? Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Show 51 for a Sunday. And, of course, the pen doesn't work. Let's go. So let's say hello to a few people. Oh, I've got my big angel wings today, right? Really big. Wow. So I went today to the Swan 99.9 FM's Christmas party today. What happened to you, Ellie? Where were you, actually?
Yeah, my friend's sister crashed a car and they had nobody else to come pick them up.
Oh, no.
They were up on the Central Coast. So,
right.
yeah, sorry about that.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, gosh, that's more important. Far out. Everybody was asking for you, and I go, I don't know. And I've got a surprise to show you. So last night I had a Christmas party here at my place with my friends. So you would have seen it on my page. And sure as ever, Bob's all still dressed up. Bob can't take his outfit off. Do you want me to show you? Yeah? Come here, Bob. Come here, mate. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Okay, here's Bob. He's got his Santa. He's got his little elf outfit on. So this is his little elf outfit. And he's really cute. Look, there he is. Now, isn't he really cute? Look at him. He's so cute. Look at a little outfit here. Because it was so cold outside today, he was freezing, so I went and bought him an outfit. So, yeah, he loves it. He hasn't bothered taking it off. And then I bought one for Snitzel as well. Now, Snitzel can't miss out because Snitzel doesn't know what's on her back. She's got a little Santa outfit. I'll show you. Well, girls Santa. Mrs. Santa, she is. I'll show you. Go back there, Bob. Okay, come here, Snitz. Come here. Come here. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So this is Snitzel. Look, this is Snitzel. Oh, baby, it's all right. You want to stay there? I'll open up the blind for her. She's not happy with her outfit, though. There you go. You want to stay there, Snitzel? There you go. You can be entertained by the clouds. Okay. All right, baby. She's had this little outfit on today. Look at her. Look at her. She's got like a little bow. She's got a diamante there, and she's got this little tulle and lace little thing net, whatever it is. But she hasn't taken it off. Well, she tried to get it off, but it didn't work, did it? And she's been walking around like really weird because she's not used to having it on her back. Are you, baby? You're beautiful. You want to go up there, but you're too scared? Hey, take your dress off. You little cutie. I wanted to get used to it so that she can be ready for Christmas Day and we don't have any issues. So her and Bob, like Bob's the elf, and then we've got Snitzel Mrs. Santa here. So she's very cute, as you can see. So tell me where you're from. Suburb, state, country, county. Won't be live tomorrow night. I'm having surgery tomorrow, so I've been well. I'm okay, but I've been a bit in pain, so I've got to have stop it. No, Snitzel, get out of my tea. My God, I've got the dog underneath my feet. I've got the cat trying to drink my tea, and now she's creeping around. See how she walks? Do you want me to take it off, cutie? She's getting used to it. She was worse before. So tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county, and we'll go from there. Tell me where you're watching me from too. So Tracy Boyle, hello. Michelle Coburn, hello. Jill Polglaze, hello. Annette Clark, hello. Brian Wilson, hello. Michelle, oops, yep, we've got Jana Mosby. So if you're new to the page, let me know as well. If you're new to the page, all right, mate, all right, settle. Here she goes. She's going to jump up on the windowsill. Yep, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. Tanya Aikens, hello. And everyone watching, she says, that's it. Just say hello to Spirit. Omni Jerish, hello. Who else we got? Brooke Louise, hello. Lavinia, hello there, all the way from NZ. Lisa Beckett, you can do it, Snitzel. She wants to jump up on the windowsill, but I think that's a girl, good girl. Now she's up there on the windowsill with a little Mrs. Santa suit. Go take a photo of her. She's so cute. I'll show you. She's funny as. Whoops. Hang on. Whoops. I went out too far. Snitzel. Look here. She's really cute. She's up on the windowsill. Look. She's very cute. We'll see how we go with these pets tonight. Okay. What else have we got? Karen Wern, hello. Your wings are so big tonight. Yeah, I think because I'm having surgery tomorrow, I can see it's really strong tonight, isn't it? So, Chloe, hello. Wendy Most-Martin, hello. Monique, hello. Dupont. Haley Dawes, hello. We'll say hello to a few people first. Lisa Beckett. Yeah, you like the photos? Well, I said I was going to do some more reality stuff, so I thought I'd send up my photos of my party last night. I didn't get to sleep till like 2 o'clock this morning. Susie Annam, hello. She says, oh my God, cuteness overload. I know, right? Lisa Beckett. Well, this afternoon when I was lying on the lounge, I had one under one armpit and the other one under the other armpit. I couldn't move. It's like and Snitzel, like she'll come in and wibble away and try and get under. She nudges your arm to lift it up so that you can lift up your arm, and she wants to snuggle in right underneath your armpit. I think if she could live in your armpit, she would. So oh, beautiful. Ruve Reedy. She says, hi all. She said, all that you told me ages back has come to pass. Thank you. It was a new job and comes with a car and more responsibility and feedback for you. There you go. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's a nice validation. Thank you, Ruve. Thank you. What else have we got here? Let's keep going. Ellie Fisher, hello. Tanya Aikens, yes. Snitzel's really cute. Let me go forward. Rita, hello. Who else we got? Bev Ridley, hello. Susan Jolliffe, hello. Diana Cole, hello. She's a beautiful Christmas kitty. Linda Whitley McDonald, hello. Okay. I'm not feeling 100% today, guys, so don't know how these readings are going. They should go okay. I'm not worried about the readings. I'm worried about me. Lisa Beckett, I'm in the UK. Always watch your lives. Thank you. Linda Bucci, is that how you say it? Bucci, Wellington Point, Queensland. So tell me where you're from, guys. So Ellie Fisher, Kia ora from Wanganui. Oh, see, I can say that one. I think I've said that before. New Zealand. Love all the healing to you, love and light. Thank you. Diana Cole is in Tasmania. Penguin. Little old penguin. The Grinch on TV. She's watching the Grinch on TV. I like the Grinch. I like all the Santas and all that stuff. All the Santa shows. I still watch them every now and then. Okay, where else is people from? So Linda Bucci from Wellington Point, Queensland. We said that one. Yes, Santa cat in the window. That's right. Lavinia Pomana, photos you posted made me hungry now. I'm eating. The food, I had a private chef and the food is amazing. He's done 6 parties for me. He's just unbelievable. And it's not like people think it's very expensive, but it's not as expensive as they think, you know. Karen Riley, hello. I got Schnitzel's fur all over me. Helen Udovici, hello from Sydney. Pauline Milton, hello. Okay. Darlene Schloss, SCHLOSS. They actually have a lot ready, please. I've been trying so hard. What's that mean? They actually have a lot ready, please. I've been trying so hard. What's that mean? I don't get it. Darlene Schloss, she says, I so adore you. Oh, thank you. What do you mean by that? They actually have a lot ready, please. I've been trying so hard. Who? The spirit have a lot ready, Darlene? Is that what you're trying to tell me? SCHLOSS. All right, let's go. Spirit, you ready? Steady. Oh, I do get the anxiety around you there, Darlene, and I get 21, and 2 and 1 is 3 in the month of March as well. So what does 21, 3 or March mean as well for you? I also get April coming up next year. Do you have also some pain just on the shin, like shin splint, or someone has shin splint around on your right leg? Feels like a bit of shin splint. You might not know what that is, but it's just like pain on the right front of where the bone is, a little bit to the right. So shin splint, or just pain there. And I'm also feeling for you there's a bit of communication breakdown in home or around people. Okay, I just feel like you need to pull back the reins as well. So they're also giving me chest palpitations for someone around you as well, or heart palpitate. I can't talk. So I feel like this is an elderly lady, and there's chest or heart palpitations. Okay, and the anxiety for her is also through the roof. They're also saying me a male is similar. There's 2 people similar. So who's that around you, lovey? If that's not you, that's going to be around either Danielle Harnett or Diana Cole, Glannis, somewhere around Christelle Laraff there. So who is that around you? Also get the number 19 around you. So 1 and 9 is 10. So you got the month of October as well, and 1 and January. So January, big month for you. Okay, around the 18th of January, stay tuned. They're saying to me, so 1 and 8 is 9. So you got the month of September as well. Okay, you got lots of numbers around you. So what's coming up around the 18th of January or thereabouts? Something significant. So if there's nothing, then put that on your calendar. All right. I also get white car around you. So white car, 4-door car. Who's the person that drives that? I want them to get it fixed. I'm usually pretty spot on with my cars. Doesn't matter if you think there's nothing wrong with it right now, there will be something wrong with it. I'm telling you now. So please get it looked at, get the brakes looked at, get the wheels looked at, get everything looked at, okay? Just in case. And I'll leave that there. If you could validate any of that, that would be amazing. Darlene Schloss, she says, I am from Cincinnati in Ohio. Thank you. Said Jana Mosby. Thanks for joining me, Darlene. Summertime in Australia now. Yes, it is summertime here in Australia, but it's like 18 degrees right now. Today's been cold. Look, I've got a jumper on. And I've got my long pants on as well. Linda Wheatley McDonald. My 11-year-old has told me he sees someone in spirit. Can you see if you can see who it is? I do feel like this is a lady around you. There's a lady around him. Okay, the 11-year-old. And with that, you should just pull that back. You know, like I had a lady on my live show, would have been about 6 to 8 weeks ago now. She was absolutely over the top with her 13-year-old daughter wanting to push her to be a medium and, you know, save the world. But the problem is they haven't even got any life experience, let alone mediumship experience. So, you know, they can be mediums, but they've got to know how to control them. Otherwise they get, you know, bad negative energy attached to them. So that's not good, you know. And they can get any kind of spirit attached to them. And I don't like to see kids, you know, not be kids. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion. That's not a spiritual thing. That's just my opinion. I just feel like that kids should be kids. So I'm just fixing up my screen. So it's important that we understand that. Otherwise, the kids have their parents living through their kids of what they want them to be. You know, and I'm not saying you're going to be like that, but I want your child to live a normal life. Okay, if he does see things like that, and I don't believe he sees it all the time, but if he does see things like that, you need to acknowledge it and send it off till he's ready and old enough to understand it, till he can cope with life itself, and cope with it mentally, because it will affect him later. Because I had another mother that had a son, and the son didn't want to know about it, did not want to know. Very gifted, but did not want to know, and he was terrified of it. So, we can't do that to children. We can't just keep pushing them because the mother wants them to do that. And I'm not saying you are, Linda, don't get me wrong, but I'm just making a stance on this now before, they've got to live their life first. They've got to have that experience, before they start talking to spirit. The spirit can do weird and wonderful things. And I had a gentleman at my house this morning fixing the waterproofing on my back. I've got an itchy eye. Fixing the waterproofing on the balcony. Last coat, thank God. And sure as ever, we're having a conversation about things, and I just said, and turns out, that I can help him and his family. And I said a few things that resonated with him, and I said to him, in your house, do you have like this dark room and blah blah blah, where your son is? And he's like looking at me as if say, what the hell? How the hell does she know that? I was freaking him out. I was freaking myself out, of course. And he says, how, like, he's looking at me, he's like, what? That's when he came out and he said to me, his son's got issues, blah blah blah. His son's, been into drugs. He can't get him off him. He's tried everything, etc. And I said, that's because of the negative energy in his room. It's taking his soul. It's attached to him. And I said, he doesn't come out of his room for days on end, does he? Like this? And he goes, no. And he's just like looking at me as if I was an alien, knowing all this stuff. It was quite weird for him, not for me, of course, because I'm used to this stuff. But and he goes, oh my God, I've got to get my wife to talk to you. I think you can help us. And I said, well, this is what you do when you just get rid of that spirit out of your house. Don't listen to people that tell you that you've got to go and get a ghost whisperer and pay $500 for half an hour's work over the phone, mind you. Some BS stuff. Don't do that, guys. Just acknowledge them and send it off. If things are not right in the home, if things are kind of chaos or chaotic, and people have got attitude problems or whatever and stuff like that they normally don't have, and they're really sensitive people, they can pick it up from somewhere else and bring it home as well. It sounds crazy. I never used to believe it myself, but now that I do this, every single 8 hours a week, pretty much, I do this a lot, then I see a lot more stuff. I see a lot more things that are like similar to other things, So it's time to acknowledge the spirit. If you've got a room in your house that's colder than normal and nobody really wants to go in there, or if anyone's sleeping in that room, like it's usually a bedroom. If someone's sleeping in that room and they're always moody or always got issues or always got drama with them and stuff like that, then you need to send it off. You need to acknowledge the spirit and tell it to go away. And don't be polite. Just say, yes, we thank you for being here. That's about as much politeness as you get. But you're not welcome in our home. Get out of our home. Leave us alone. We don't want you here. That's what you're saying. You just keep doing it until that energy shifts. Because some of the spirit can be actually really quite what's it called, like quite not energetic, but really strong, like really forceful, so. But yeah, over to you there, Miss Ellie. I didn't see that.
So Darlene said, I don't know. Then she also said, if you think there's nothing wrong with it right now, it's my car.
There you go. Just 1 second. I just got to ring my boss back. He just rang me. Oh my That's my boss. He's amazing. He's amazing, that guy. They're the best family ever. So where was I up to? So we did the validation. Yes, I have been trying so hard to get a reading, please. Okay, beautiful. So did she give that full reading there? I missed that. I don't know if you think there's... Oh, it's now, it's nothing wrong with it right now. It's my car. Okay, white car. See, there you go. How would I know that if you've got a white car there, darling? You need to get it checked, love. I've had that before where someone says, oh no, Lesley, I've got a brand new car, and then sure as ever, the car, they come back to me 2 weeks later and say, oh, remember when you said that about the car? I go, oh no, because I do like 100 readings a week. I don't remember everything. And they said, oh, I took it down to the mechanic, and the mechanic found a bolt in the tire, and another one was a big split in the tire that was in a brand new car, and so saved them. So that was really cool. So you got to be really careful of that. So okay. Yeah, that's right. Michelle McCoburn, she said, yeah, it's supposed to be summer, but it doesn't feel like it. That's right. It's freezing today. It actually rained a bit, and then it was off and on and off and on. So, okay, what do we got here? Oh, beautiful, Brian. He says, go watch The Secret after the show tonight. Search for it on YouTube. That's exactly right. It's called The Secret full movie, guys. So go watch it on YouTube. We did on Thursday night Nothing But the Truth. So when we come back next year, so stay tuned for that. You can get the opportunity to talk to me. We have a conversation. We had a good time. We have a laugh. We go through the stuff that Cecilia wants to show us, and then we go and have a good conversation after. Here comes the cat on my lap. Come on. I'll show you. Here she is. Look at her in a little outfit. You okay, baby? You okay? Oh, look. See what I mean? She just cuddles into me. Look, she's really, really sooky. Beautiful catty. Very beautiful catty. She's very, very, very sooky, this one. So, yes. Where are we up to? Oh, Margaret Jackson. Let's do you. So, out of all places to stop there, Margaret... She said, I lost my soulmate in January 2021 and will be second Christmas without him. Does he have any guidance for me and my children? Margaret. So what do we have for Margaret? Now, why do I get issues with my right ear? I feel like there's like pressure on this side of my face, lovey, okay? I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's some issues, and I feel like there's a lot of temperament around you at the moment, a lot of emotion. And I know that sounds very general, but I do feel like that anything, doesn't matter, even if it's your soulmate, anything can I just saw something then move, and the dog and the cat are with me, so that's really bizarre. So why did I just hear creeping Jesus? Have you ever heard that saying? I literally just saw something move. So I feel like there's a lot of anxiety around you as well. And they're showing me finances. So they're showing me finances. I'm also getting itchy head around this guy. So do you get like itchy hair or itchy head at night when you go to sleep in bed? Because I feel like he just strokes your hair, and I get the anxiety. They also show me the pockets are empty at the moment, okay, even though it's coming up to Christmas. I do feel like things are going to change around February / into March, okay, and there's nothing stopping him from being by your side all the time, lovey Margaret, okay? So, yeah, creeping Jesus. They're saying to me that someone like is creeping around, like not stalking you, don't get me wrong, but it's like, you think no one's there, and then all of a sudden they're down the hallway, and it's like I feel like this is a female, just like watching what you're doing, like checking in on you. I don't know if they're actually physically checking in or making out they're checking in on you, but they're just like keeping an eye on you somehow. And he's saying it again. He's saying, creeping Jesus, tell her again. I get the number 28 around you. 2 and 8 is 10. And you've got the month of October and the 1 and the January. So January, busy for you also. And I feel like, what was that question? She had something else in there. Yeah, and your children. And I do feel like that. Does one of your children have an issue with the nose or something not right with the nose? And I feel like this is a boy. He's like showing me nosebleed or holding the nose and nosebleed head down. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like this is a boy. And I also feel like there's issues around the throat here as well. Okay. So, and I feel like there's issues around like breathing. Not with your son. This is another person. I feel like this might be your soulmate. And he's just saying to me to get some sleep, that he's always there. It's like he's right beside you all the time. Do you feel him beside you? Because I just saw shadows, and I'm just seeing shadows and when I see the theme of shadows, I get the shadows that they're around you. Okay, and that you know it too. Do you actually have a picture on the wall? He's just showed me a picture on the wall, and this picture is just of you with the family with him. Okay, and I see on the wall, looks like to me like an old fashioned, when you dress up and you wear like the really, really old fashioned 1800s outfit, something like that. Looks really, really like that color. What's that color? Forgot what that color's called. It's like that really, really old fashioned looking color. I don't know why they're showing me that. Or are you thinking of getting that? And did you get a tattoo? Or who's the person that's got a tattoo recently, like wrist or arm tattoo? He just wants to tell you he loves you, darling, and that's it. He's like, just get on with it. He's saying, I didn't have any pain. I had a few things up here not right, but I didn't have any pain when I passed. So stop worrying about me. He's very tough, very strong person, very broad, very big energy, and that's what you miss. But trust me, lovey, the gap that you've got there is not there at all, because he's still hanging around. It's like he's just watching. He's just like that, just observing you all the time. I think that you feel that too. Please let me know, and I'll leave that there. You're going to have a beautiful Christmas, so smile, because he loves to see you smile. You haven't smiled for so long, it's not funny. Ah. Oh, there you go. Okay, Danielle. Did I actually say her? Darlene. She said, she said, 19th of September is my granddad's birthday. Ah, right. And he passed in October. Yes, I do. Tanya Aikens, yes. Do you see me getting another 1 or 2 regular social support shifts soon? I feel like that's going to be mid to end of January, lovey. Okay, so, oops, I just accidentally bumped the stream. No, thank you, Ellie Fisher. She says, you've read for me before, Lesley, and you were 100% accurate. I just lost my father-in-law, hun. Can you let me know if he's okay, please? Some validation would put my mind at out. They're always okay, sweetie. Ellie Fisher, they're always okay. They do not go to the other side with pain, lovey. They do not go. I've done hundreds and thousands of readings, not hundreds and thousands, but thousands. I don't see them. I never, ever, ever have seen them go to the other side with pain. Never, never, ever. Okay, ever. He's fine. He's nothing wrong with him. So rest assured. And did he used to pick you up from work or something like that? Because I see him driving someone in the car. So who was that? It looks like either children. I just saw a glimpse of it. I just saw children, or you. I don't know who it was. I just saw him picking people up. Like he's saying I was the taxi. So who was that around you? So I feel like that energy is very strong. And I'll leave that there. Oh, okay. Margaret Jackson. Over to you there, Ellie.
So Margaret Jackson said, yes, my daughter is very anxious. Oh my goodness, yes. Every night I feel it on my head. And she also said, was taking my dog out last night and felt like someone was watching me.
Oh.
Yes, it's my son. Yes, he could never breathe properly through his nose. Yes, I have a picture on the wall. I want to get a tattoo a tattoo on my wrist for him. Yes, I do 100% think he is here. Thank you so much. So much. You have given me so much.
Yeah, so Margaret, he's telling me about the tattoo, and he approves. He said, "Aren't they funny? They're funny on the other side. I tell you, you wouldn't have shown me that tattoo on the. So I feel like you want to get it here. He's saying he would like it on the left wrist because it's like the closest part that's hardest, most sensitive spot. All right. So yeah, and he's showing me, and he's saying that it's approved. Okay, so he's quite like chuffed that you're getting a tattoo of him. Okay, he's very, very cute. Dark brown hair, that's what I see as well. Margaret Jackson said yes, he could never breathe properly through his nose, and you have a picture on the wall. Yeah, and you just said that. And was there anything? You've said all that stuff, Ellie. Linda Whitley, thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, Linda Whitley. If you could validate that, that would be amazing, love. Thank you. All you got to do, guys, is when you had a reading, is write capitals validation so Ellie can see it, and then she'll read it out for me, and then just write it all at once. Yeah, beautiful. Linda Whitley, she says male in spirit, please. Yeah. I think I just read for you, didn't I? I can't remember what I just did. Terrific. Thank you so much, Leslie. Tanya Aikens. Yeah, welcome. And manifest it too, Tanya. Okay, so manifest what you want. If you don't manifest properly, you're not going to get what you want, lovey. You know that. You've been on here for a while with me. Margaret Jackson, thank you so much. You have just given me so much. It's beautiful. Darlene, my husband passed away in January. There you go. That was it. So that's that there. January for Darlene. Thank you, lovey. Thank you, Spirit. Well, beautiful. So Danielle Harnett, she says, Leslie, my granddad passed away in October, 3 weeks before my wedding. I keep seeing the numbers 444 and 2222. Is there anything from him? That's your signs there, lovey. That's perfect. That's beautiful. So look up the angel numbers. So look up what's it called? angelnumbers.org, and then go and have a look at all the numbers for yourself, okay? So that you can start to learn, because you're going to get more numbers, okay? You'll be getting the 111s. One of my this is really bizarre, right? After SWA today, I went and had a facial. Anyway, I was lying there and I was half asleep and I fell asleep. And then as the therapist, she put her hands on my face. That's when I woke up. And I had a dream about my friend that I had at my party last night. I had a dream that she was sitting between two other friends of ours. And she was laughing, she was happy, she was just having a beautiful time. And as I told the therapist, I said, I just had a beautiful dream about my friend, she's really, really happy. Can't wait to tell her. Anyway, so what happens, I go over to my phone and there's a message from my friend exactly the time that I just told the therapist. And she freaked out. She's like, no way. I said, yeah, way, that's because I'm psychic. No. Okay. So the numbers are really important, Danielle. So that's the angel numbers, okay? And they want you to know that there's people around you all the time. So for your granddad, they want you to know that he's around all the time. So what they'll do is when things are sad and doomy and gloomy and all that stuff, they'll give you these to give you recognition so that you know that they're around and they're looking after you. That's what they do. So, for example, for me today, I think I got 11, 222. It was crazy. So, and I don't even look for it. I just go and grab the phone and I go, oh, wow, that's cool. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. Love, like, and share the page. Oh, wow. Tony Densmore. Yes, I do remember your name. She says, you're amazing. You read me exactly 1 year after my mum passed and was so spot on. I still tear up from it. Aww. Is she around me still? There? Always around you, lovey. Really need and miss her this time of year. 100%. Yeah, well, we look, I get a lot of people that have narcissistic parents. I get a lot of people that have loving parents. I get all sides of the fence, And let me tell you, it doesn't matter what type of parent they are. When they go to the other side, they become neutral. They become, like your guardian angel. Pretty much, they pretty much hang around you, and they don't have. Oh God, I'm sorry. It's turned off this again. They don't really have any remorse. They don't have anything. I mean, I've seen them disappointed with some things, like when when the siblings are fighting over money, etc. But they're not with me. I'm just the messenger. They just line up at the door here, and then they take their turn. They're polite. They're full of energy. Some of them, they're full of good things. They want to come through. They want to be on my good side, so that I pick them up here, and my spirit shows me your thing. So I just get your message, your question, and your name and your question on here, and then I scroll until spirit says stop, and then I go, oh, okay, what does he want here? In my head, and then spirit's off. So he's on fire, like he's off doing his thing in the background, giving me the message. There you go. Oh, wow. Yeah, Ellie, wow. She said we just lost him 28th of November suddenly. Did he have like heart condition or something like that? Cremated him on the 1st of December. My two boys live with him. He was only 50 years old when we miss him so much. Of course, Lovey. He's just like a big vibration, big energy. Margaret Jackson, I forgot what I said. She goes, yes, that's exactly. Oh, the tattoo. So that's exactly where she wants a tattoo, because her soulmate showed her. That's cool. Showed me to tell her. And she said, yes, dark brown hair, 100% Lovey. They'll keep like, standing beside me sometimes, and they keep giving me a message here and there, But I say, look, you got to go, because I've got other people. Oh, beautiful, Tanya. You'll get what you want, Lovey. You're good at that. She said, yes, I am manifesting. Beautiful. No, beautiful, Ellie. Exactly. When she says, hi, lovelies, when we're validating your readings, could you put validation in capital letters followed by your validation in one comment? It just makes it easier to pick out. That's right, 100%. Teresa Johnson, will I have a good Christmas, please? You need to say, yes, you're going to have a good Christmas. Don't ask, will I? Just say, yes, I'm going to. You need to manifest that, Lovey. Everyone deserves to have a good Christmas. Ah, beautiful. Well, that's good, Karen. Lesley, do you see things changing for the better for my son? He's got a job and starts after Christmas. Yes, Lovey. 100%. But I do feel like he can fall backwards really easy too. Oh, Chloe. She said there's a card on its way just to say thank you for all you do. Kind regards, Chloe. Oh, you're beautiful. Thank you. Very sweet. I don't expect anything. I just do this and share my gift, but I don't really expect anything. Ellie Fisher. Did you get that one there, Ellie? Over to you, Lovey.
You read it out already, technically.
Oh, did I? No,
Yeah.
This one here, the two boys. That one there. There's another one. I only just got to that one.
It was the same comment.
Oh, same comment. Fair enough. Right. I've just done it twice. Oh, I get it.
Do, however, have another validation.
Oh,
another
beautiful. Over to you. Yep.
So Wendy Merce Martin said, when you said about pressure in the right ear, I have massive pressure and pain going to the doctors tomorrow. My face is starting to swell. Coincidence that you said that?
No, it's not coincidence. Why do people say coincidence? It's it's like feeling it. It's the part of the psychometry part.
And Margaret Jackson said, validation. I just want to validate everything you said is 100% accurate. We are going to London for Christmas, so hopefully lots of laughing. I will definitely get the tattoo now, as I wasn't sure he would like it or not, so I am booking it. And yes, finances are really poor. Really hope they improve soon. I am so in awe of you and truly appreciate this reading, and I have the biggest smile right now and
Yeah,
looking
beautiful.
forward to the day ahead and Christmas. Merry Christmas to you all.
Yeah, beautiful. That's the way. With the finances too, the finances are going to come back through. So don't worry about it. Don't plant the seed that you're going to have no money. Just whatever you do not ever think that, guys. 1,000,000% do not think that. So 100%. Do not ever think you're not going to have money. You need to actually visualize. So they say you ask, believe, receive. Okay. Go watch The Secret. Darlene, you've had your reading, lovey. You're posting up all different questions. I'm not going to give you 10 readings tonight. Sorry. Teresa Johnson, UK. Hi, Andy Dan. Merry Christmas, Diana Bassani. Yeah. Well, it's Darlene, she says my mother was mentally and physically abusive to me. 100%, but you're going to make it a better life for yourself. Doesn't matter what they did. Don't drag that baggage around either, lovey, all right? Doesn't matter what they did. I see this all the time. I can't tell you. It's like every second reading is a good one. Every 4 or 5 readings is a bad one with narcissistic parents. I mean, mine were the same, no different. No different at all. I don't even have anything to do with any of my family. I don't even really care. I just do whatever I do to help people. So, um, yeah, you've got to forgive and forget. That's right. What do we got here, guys? Kane Crumplin, hello. Tell me where you're from, guys. Michael Talbot, hello. Haven't seen you here, Mike, for a while. One of my old high school friends. My eyes are killing me because I'm tired after my party last night. Ray Pollard, hello. Tony Densmore, thank you. You are a blessing to me. It's made losing my mum a little easier, knowing she's around still. They're always around, guys. 100%. I have not seen any of them leave your sides. And sometimes I get these comments all the time saying, "Oh, I don't feel them anymore. They've got a blockage." There's no such thing as a blockage. What it is that sometimes they don't give. Like, you can just imagine, they're not like us. They're not like a living person. They are getting used to their energy. And it takes a lot for them to come through and show me what they show me. Okay, the tattoo on the arm. So they just showed me, the lady's tattoo, the one I just read for, and they showed me the tattoo, and then they show me them, and then they show me the throat, then they show me things. So it takes a lot of energy for them to do that. So when they're around you, you might not be getting a conversation out of them clearly, because they can't do that. They can only give you tiny little faint signs, especially if you're not a medium. If you're a medium, it's different a story. If you're a real medium, it's better, of course, because we get it all. But if you're just a person that doesn't get the spiritual side of it, or doesn't, you don't even do a tarot card, for example. I don't do tarot cards. But what happens is they give you signs and you miss them because you're not used to looking for them. Whereas I'm used to looking for them. I just say anything and everything that I get. And usually it's correct because I trust my spirit. So I say to spirit, give me everything as a smorgasbord. I want everything. Even though I have media law on radio, I have community standards on, the social media sites. We're streaming across 7 platforms: Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, and then the rest of Facebook, so, and even though I stream across all them, I ask my spirit, because I can't just say everything they give me, because I have to make sure that I abide by the rules of social media and the radio. So I ask him to give me a smorgasbord of information and give me whatever he wants for remote viewing, because I can say, okay, I can pick that one, pick that one. It's like picking food out of a cafe when you go into there and you want to choose what food you want, like going grocery shopping for me. I just pick what I want, and then sure as ever, I can choose and I can give you that information, but I can't say everything because of the media law. It's very difficult like this. So, but I feel things, and when I feel it, I say it. But when they come through to you, or when you think that they're not around, you've just got to call them. You just say, show me something. Or if you're wearing a necklace, for example, you can hear my voice changing because I feel like someone's coming up with an issue around the throat. But you can wear like a necklace or something that reminds you every time the lady, for example, sees her tattoo, that's going to remind her. All she has to do is hold that, and sure as ever, the past loved one will give her a sign. You just got to be really, really in tune with what they're doing, guys, to pick it up. And don't look for something that's like if you think they're going to say to you, oh, hello, how are you? They're not going to say that. They're going to give you lights flickering. They're going to give you, a shadow on your right or something like that. They're gonna show you, and you look around, you go, oh my God, there's nothing there. What the hell? Are you gonna get noises down your hallway, like tick, 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 like this, or a couple little noises, or a bird outside that might be an unusual bird, and then all of a sudden you look out and then the bird is there and it chips away, and then you get a sign from them. It's different things. You might find a feather in an unusual spot, like in your bed, for example. How does it get in your bed? So different things like that. So you've got to look for the signs as well, guys. You've got to help them out because they're not used to this. They're not as experienced as us, and if you're not experienced either, you won't see the signs. So it's not like they've left. They're always there. I can promise you that. I see them sitting next to you. I see them sitting on your beds. I see them walking around with you in the shopping center, It's quite bizarre. Okay. Let's keep going. Has anyone else got any spiritual messages or questions? Jennifer Stapleton, Mum's anniversary tomorrow. And we got a beautiful prayer. Where's my phone? Got a beautiful prayer from Miss Harvey. She sent me a beautiful prayer. So what else? Everyone's messaging me here. Trying to find Wendy's thing. Alrighty. So Letitia Potier, she said, why doesn't a loved one go instead of suffering? What does that mean? So instead of what you mean, pass over? Tell me more. Go into detail with that question for me, Letitia. Why doesn't a loved one go instead of suffering? I don't understand that question. Help me out. Do you mean that why doesn't a loved one pass like that? Or, do you know what I mean? Like not suffer, I get it, but is that what you mean? Are you trying to ask me why do that? Why don't they just instantly go? Is that what you're saying? So when people pass, guys, they either go really suddenly or they go really slowly. You've noticed that? They don't just have this in between, it's either a disease or something like a cancer that prolongs everything and it lasts forever, or an MS, or an aneurysm or something. Sometimes aneurysms can make you go fast as well. But whatever it is, you labor to come into this world and you labor to go out, they say. But I've never seen, that's a saying, but I've never seen anybody labor to go out of the world, guys. But when they sometimes they don't, that's part of their journey. So the suffering, I don't believe that they completely suffer. I believe that that's part of their journey. That's what their contract was. That's what I've heard. Dolores Cannon, she's passed now, but she used to talk a lot about, contracts when you're born and things like that. Look, we can never validate that stuff, guys. So who knows if it's true? All I know is that whatever is in your path is there for a reason. I don't believe in coincidences. I used to, but I just don't believe in coincidences anymore. It's just meant to be in your path. For example, if you're in a bad relationship, if it's getting worse, it's a roller coaster, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. Spirit will make it harder and harder and harder and harder till you can't take it anymore, and then you move on. You're out of there. Okay, so that's the difference. You've got to be pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed to get out of there, and that's what Spirit will do. It'll make it harder and harder and harder. And I don't say that with the suffering, but I just feel like that people have a journey. Okay, that's the journey. And sometimes, when they're passing to, guys, they actually are waiting to say goodbye. They there was another reading that I did a long time ago, and it was an uncle, and he was just waiting for the last people to come and say goodbye to him. As soon as the last person got there, he was like gone. That was it. He was gone. So yeah. Any other questions on that? Letitia Potter from South Africa. Hello. That's it. Yeah, you just put up that question. Tell me more what you mean, darling. Thank you so much, and may God bless you, and Merry Christmas to you and everyone here. Thank you. David Drummond from Newcastle. What else have we got here? Let's go. Let's keep doing. Listening to your reading for someone else resonated to me. So that's what happens sometimes. 100% it can resonate. Because the spirit, sometimes what's happened, because there's so many people on a live show, you can imagine if I've got 50 people on a live show, times that by three spirits in the passing. So that's 150 spirits in my room here. Do you think it's going to be a bit squashy? Now you know why I get like so hot, because it's so much energy coming in the room. So it can resonate because it's sort of what else have we got here? So I had that question today. I spoke to a guy at SWA today, and he was telling me about his wife, and he goes, I said, "Does your wife get headaches?" And he's looking at me freaking out, and I go, because we're talking about like mediumship and stuff like that. I don't just walk up to people and say, "Oh, does your wife get headaches?" I don't do stuff like that. I'm not going to freak them out. Anyway, he goes, and because we were talking about, he was telling me that he thinks that she's like me, but she doesn't know how to use it. And I said, "Well, does she get headaches?" And he goes, "Yeah, all the time." And I go, "One side of the face?" And she goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah." Anyway, and I said, "Well, she's probably like me. She just doesn't know how to use it, you know." I said, "That's what they do. They'll come and they'll start bashing you on the head, you know, like it's like they all want to come in." So if I'm going down the shops and I see, someone down there and then spirit wants, I'm standing next to them in the grocery store or whatever, I'll like get a feeling that someone's next to me, and I'll look around, there's no one there clearly, but I'll get the feeling that someone's there, and that's for the person in front of me. And I'm just saying to him, buzz off and leave me alone, because I don't want that to come through. But when I first started doing all this stuff, sure as ever, I used to have all the headaches, and I used to get massive headaches on the right side of my head, and I couldn't even see. It was like driving. Oh my God. And even for my shows, when we used to do the live performance shows, Oh my God, I'd have a headache from the time I woke up till the time I finished. As soon as I finished the show, nothing, absolutely nothing, because all the spirits are trying to get through the door. Like if you let a whole football team come running through your door all at the same time, they're not going to get through that door because they're too big. They can't all fit through the team. Then they're all strangers. That's what you've got to think about when you're dealing with mediumship stuff. You've got to think that they're all strangers. You don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know if it's going to be a murder or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to determine that until you become an experienced medium. That's why I say with the kids, don't push them into doing all that stuff, because they're going to get into the wrong light, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it, but the wrong field. Or it might be the right field, but it's the wrong timing, so you need to make sure that you pull it back a bit with your children, because even though they're susceptible, and acknowledge it and tell it to go until they're old enough to cope with it, because it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of mind stuff, And let's keep going forward. No, 100% Lovey. Annette Clark Nicholson says, "Hi, Leslie. I lost my cousin 2 weeks ago. Did she feel alone when she passed? Family was with her during the night, but sadly she passed early hours of the morning when we left." And they will do that because you've said your goodbyes. Okay, she knows you're there. Doesn't matter if they're unconscious or not. They know you're there, guys. So it's like they say with people that have dementia, this life here on the left side is the living. Then you have that little bit in the middle, and then they have the passing, right? They've gone to the other side. That transition from there to there, or that bit in between, this bit here, is the transition across. So they don't feel anything. They know they've already left. They've already transitioned. Their brain is already transitioned, but the body's still alive. Does that make sense? It's like the car. It's like the motor of the car comes out. It's still running. You put it on the side of the road, and that is the soul. That is the part that never ever. That is the soul that never ever. So don't worry about what happens to them when they pass over, because they don't feel anything. They don't feel any pain. They don't feel anything. That transition is really, really easy. The brain is pretty much already gone to the other side, but the body's just left there to stop. You know what I mean? And then the shell, that's the shell. You think of the car, the shell. So, yeah, it's like, and sometimes what they do, Annette, is they don't want to pass with you there. They want to pass in peace because they don't want you to see them like that. They're not silly. They do that. They do that on the other side. So they've gone from this part here of being alive with the brain, this transmission in the middle. Then they've transformed over, but they've already done that before you left. That she'd already done that before you left that night, Annette. But then they don't want you to see them take their last breath because they know it's devastating. They don't want that. It's meant to be, sweetie, So that's what they do. They just don't want you to see them like that. It's not because of you missed it, or you got to feel guilty for the rest of your life because you weren't there because of that. They don't want you to see that. They've already transitioned. They were transitioned before you left. So that was the best time. That was the best time for you to see her. Donna Brooks, she said, "I came across a terribly fake medium in my newsfeed. Oh gosh, she was drinking and swearing. My eyes rolled so far back in my head. I checked out my own backside." You're a funny woman, Donna Brooks. And then she says, "Much love." I know. Tell me about it. Why don't you got to do so many hours a week doing this for you guys so that you can not get ripped off? My God. Merriest of Christmas to you too, Alison Turner. Very beautiful. Maria Thierry, it's good to know that our loved ones are always around us. They are 100%. However, I've had 2 clients who took their own. Yep, I can't say that on here because of the standards. Any messages from them? Yeah, lovey. When doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 or 10 people, when they do that, they've already made their mind up, sweetie. Okay, it very rarely goes wrong. That's what I've seen. That's what I know. Okay, so they've already made their mind up. It's here. It's already gone. They've gone from this part of being alive to the nothing in the middle. There's no transition. It's just complete from alive to gone, if that makes sense. They don't have that thought to actually acknowledge that, or the people around them. They don't want to do that. So, but I do feel like Lovey, that they want you to be as happy as you can. And I know that sounds very general, but I also feel, let me grab my pen 1 second. I don't know why, but just sitting here, I feel like all my back is stiff and all my right side of my rib cage is something not right there as well, Maria. So right side, back stiff. And I do feel like there's issues around the throat as well. Yeah, and was there a gun involved in this one? I know that sounds crazy because I just feel like right pain in my right leg, lower part of the leg as well. I do feel like both of them were financial as well. Okay, they can't live with it. Both big energies and dark brown hair. It's like they're pushing in front of each other to get forward. Now, who was the one that had a D in the name? A D or a Dean, Darren, Des, something like that, something unusual. So something that's like that. I do get a D in the name. And I also feel like there's a H in the other one. Hazen, has a nickname. Harry, something like that. H. Who's that around you? H and a D. That's what I get for you. And I also get the number 23. 2 and 3 is 5 in the month of May. So you've got 23, 5 or May, one or the other. I'm also getting 11. So 1 and 1 is 2. So you've got the month of February and November and 11 and 2 there. So what do those numbers mean for you? Yes, 100%. Eloise Robbins, hi Lizzie. So it's possible we are receiving subtle messages all the time. 100%. You are talking about spirits always there. 100% lovey. They're always there. They always do something. It's like years ago, before I even started doing this, I remember coming home from New Year from in the city, just going to watch the fireworks, and we had this house where it was, and then the front light had turned off. It had blown out. We didn't know when we went to come back home, turn it on, sure as ever, didn't work. So the sensor light. So anyway, all of a sudden I hear in my voice, not my voice, my ears, a voice saying, "Watch out, spider!" like this, and there was a massive web, big massive web. Was we put the light on the phone, and there was this huge spider sitting in the massive web before I walked. And I always had the key in my hand, ready to walk through it to go through to the front door. Lucky I heard that. And I wasn't even a real medium then. I didn't even know anything about it. So that was bizarre. But there you go. They always, and I didn't even ask for them to protect me. I didn't even ask anything. But I just heard this voice saying, "Watch out, spider," like this. And I was about this close. Like I was literally like that with this spider. So, and that's not the first time that's happened to me. It's like in my home here. We bombed the house. Would have been like 4 or 5 months ago, from the white-tail spiders. And then the other day I see one in my bathroom, and I just went to go and pick up the clothes, and guess what's sitting right next to it is the white-tail. And I heard, "Spider, watch out," again. So, and that's my spirit protecting me the whole time. And that's what you do with them. You ask your spirit guides to protect you 24/7. You don't just, go out and willy-nilly and do things and just say, "Spirit, you need to protect me 24/7. I want you to protect me, my daughter, my pets, my car, my house, my work, my friends, my work colleagues, everything." And they're on. My one's on all the time for that. but I put boundaries around him and I say, I don't want any messages unless I'm on a live show. I don't want any messages unless I have to do something with a person or whatever. I want you to protect me the whole time. So he's on guard the whole time. He's like a really serious protector. Sounds crazy, but for my shows, I just say, I don't want no messages before 8 o'clock because I'm busy setting up. And I don't want nothing after 10 o'clock because I usually do 2-hour shows. And sure as ever, he'll give me everything between 8 and 10. Nothing after, I'm blank. I'm completely blank. It's like I wasn't even a medium. It's crazy. Okay. Nicole Sten, she says, when I see a kidna, that's when I see my nan. See, beautiful. So, like, for example, my grandmother used to grow lavender outside her house. And every time I see lavender or smell it, that's her. I know it's her. And I've got lavender in what's it called? Like in beautiful vases in downstairs. I've got a bit of lavender in there. I've got a bit in my bathroom upstairs, and that's what she does. She gives me that. When it was my birthday, she'll give me the scent of a lavender smell to tell me that she's there saying happy birthday to me, That's what she does. So have we got another validation there, Ellie?
None so far.
Ah, Jennifer Stapleton. Thank you. Beauty love from 2145. Deborah Ellis, I see white feathers all the time and know it's my dad sending them to me. I got in my car and saw one on the passenger seat a couple of weeks ago. This is what I'm talking about. So that's a reminder. That's beautiful. See what I mean? This is what I mean. Like they'll go and put feathers in your bed. You go, how the hell did that feather get there? That's them, like it's that's what they do. They'll put feathers or they'll put something, funny, or it'll be something like with what's it called? They'll do funny things, like they'll do the light. It's like Morse code. I remember a few years ago in my bathroom, I was really upset. I had some bad news and I was crying, and I hardly ever cry. And then all of a sudden the light, my downlight in my bathroom was like flickering like crazy. I turned the light off and on. I thought it was going out. I was going to go and change it. No, turned out it was fine. And then all of a sudden again, it started flickering crazy, and it's never missed a beat since. So I didn't have to fix it. So yeah, sprayed her perfume. Yeah, 100%. Did you get that one from Ellie Fisher there, Ellie?
Yeah, that was the one from earlier that you read out.
Oh, okay.
I think she did add on the end, though, he suffered from cardiac arrest.
There you go. That was the heart. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yes. So, what do we got here? Fresh didn't pass home. It was only 2 weeks. 2 boys that lived with him. Yeah. Yeah, Letitia Potri says, I watched my sister pass. Yeah, it's not easy, guys, watching your family pass. Nothing's easy for them either, especially because they're frightened. And I do see like a lot of elderly, like the elderly, they get really, really afraid. Especially I had one that was really, really sad a few months ago, and I did a private reading and I got the date right that she was going to pass. I didn't say that, of course. But the date that I said to her, there's a significant date, blah, 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 and it's going to be this date. Anyway, she wrote it back up on the page a few weeks later. But I saw the mother. She was terrified to pass over. She didn't know what to expect, and I could see her in a bed. She couldn't see properly. She was holding like a little blankie, and I saw that before she had even passed, because they do get frightened. So the best thing that you can do with your loved ones or anyone that's passing over is to like give them the comfort, give them whatever you do, don't treat them differently, just give them the comfort that they need to pass, and then they will pass gently and they will pass nicely. It's not like they pass in pain. They've that's gone. It's all because on neurotransmitters, they don't feel it after a certain time. They just the brain is just shutting down. The body has to shut down all different organs first. So for example, just briefly and basically, I can explain this. So if a person has cancer, for example, everything will start to shut down, and they'll have different things. Like some might have like fluid buildup and stuff like that. They'll swell up because their body can't do anymore because that part of the organ shut down. So it's like turning off all the lights in the house. It's like you've got all the house, it's all lit up. You've got to go and turn the laundry off first, the light off there, and turn the taps off, make sure they're okay. You've got to go into the bathroom downstairs, turn all the lights off downstairs, all upstairs, and then go and do the perimeter. Okay, it's the same thing. You've got to go and turn all the lights off first, and then the body starts to shut down. So that's all the organs. All the organs do their own thing, and they shut down differently. And everybody's body's different. Everyone passes differently. But they don't go with pain. I know that because the brain has actually already left the vehicle. The motor of the car's already left, and it's already outside, and it's just sort of just like hanging there idling. That's what it does. So it's not like they're passing in pain. That's why I say this all the time. I've never seen any of them. I've done hundreds and hundreds of readings, thousands. I don't see any of them passing in pain. No, Letitia Potter, but this loved one needs to go. Seriously, family drama. You don't wish that on anyone, lovey. I don't care how much drama it is. It's not easy for them. Look, as much drama as they cause, doesn't matter. They have to pass in peace. You can't just wish someone to pass because seriously, it's family drama. Bugger the family. They're going to wait for their term, Letitia. Okay, you don't wish death on anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. It's not good. What else have we got here? Any other validations there, Ellie? Nothing yet, as I haven't done many readings. I've just been talking.
No, Eloise Robbins did just say thank you for your answer.
Oh, okay. I'm just taking a photo for my daughter for the cat. Yeah, Letitia Potter, it's been a long, hard, difficult journey with him. 100%, but that's part of his journey, lovey. You can't change his journey. Don't try and change their journey, guys. You've got to just be there and support them and get it over and get over that thing that you've got to, how do I say it? Like, everyone's messaging me. What we got here? Barbara Orchard, hello. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's hard for families, especially when it lingers on, guys. But you don't want to wish it any faster. It's not. It's death is not something that you wish people to have faster. Okay, I get it. I do get it. He's not a good person, and he needs to leave this earth. Yeah, well, that's even worse. You're saying that. Doesn't matter. That was his journey. Okay. Stop saying that because that's just bad karma for you, Letitia. Be careful what you say, lovey. Be careful what you wish for. I don't like you talking like that. I want to protect you from talking like that, okay? I don't like what you're saying, so don't say it. I don't care how bad he is. You don't say it. Don't say it like that. It's going to rebound back to you, the karma, and it'll come and get you. What you do with him, it doesn't matter who it is. if you want to get them out of your life, not to kill them, you just put them as a smurf on your left hand. This is your left hand. You put them as a smurf and you blow them away. And you blow them into the light, okay? And you put love and light, beautiful, beautiful, pretty love and light, and you send them off, okay? You never, ever wish for them to pass or get killed or whatever, okay? Letitia, cut that out, please. Otherwise, it's going to come back. You're going to come back to me in a couple of weeks' time. You're going to say, oh, remember when I said this? I go, yeah, and you're going to say something else. So don't talk like that. I don't want you talking like that about people. Doesn't matter if he's a good person or not. It's just regardless. You've got to put that aside. You can't wish death on anybody. Kathy Gibbs Minnick, she says, I'm not sure that the direction I am thinking to take is the right one. Then you need to sit back on the fence there, lovey. I feel like that you've done that for a while now, so you just need to sit back on the fence and stay like that. So all right. Yeah, Letitia, you're saying it again. Cut it out. I'm telling you to stop. You're asking for it back, okay? Let's keep going. Yeah, Kathy, she says, I'm freezing cold for some reason. That's unusual. So normally hair thinning is either thyroid, Brooke Louise, or zinc deficiency. It looks like it's a zinc deficiency, I feel. Oh God, my daughter's messaging me. The head pressure, I do feel like there's something spiritual there. That's what happened to me as well, okay? So that's important to understand. I feel like it's just one side. They also give me pain into the neck. Have you got like a crick neck, like where you've slept the wrong way? Because I feel like my back is all twisted. Or is there like scoliosis with you? What's going on with your back there, Brooke? I feel like there's either scoliosis or something not right with the back. I feel like it's a bit twisted or you're sitting the wrong way. And have you not been sleeping well? That'll give you headaches as well. I just heard no sleep, fatigued. They just said night shift. So have you been doing like long hours or or waking up? It's like night shifts, like you're doing a graveyard shift. I don't feel like you're working that, but I just feel like, it's like a graveyard shift. We used to call it. It's not pleasant. You need to have some more carbs before you go to bed. So just a little bit of carbohydrate, something, nothing like bad, but just a bit of carbohydrates before you go to bed so that you can feel better. Okay, so you can sleep a bit. Are you in Sydney as well, Brooke Louise? If you're in Sydney, let me know. Because I went to a functional medicine doctor the other day. She was absolutely brilliant, guys, and she's in Sydney, and I highly recommend her. I've been to a lot of doctors from when I've been sick, but yeah, she was absolutely amazing. Functional medicine means she does the naturopathic side to the medicine side. So she's a doctor, but she does a lot of naturopathic side. Yeah, 100% Amy Tunningsley. You can call out to anything. Doesn't matter who it would be. Spirit guide with a dog. I've never seen that before, but yes, I guess it's just yeah, it should be okay. I mean, it's a spirit, you know. I'm just going to scroll forward, guys. Sorry. If you want to have a question, come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. I'm just going to scroll right forward because I feel like I'm really behind. You're welcome there, Donna. She says, lots of love and thanks for your divine time. Good night. Tanya Aiken, she says, I live on my own, and as I was walking out of my bedroom a few days ago now, she says, I smelt what smelt like men's aftershave. She said, I have always had the scent of women's perfume as I walk through the same doorway. Yeah, there you go. Could be just the spirit from the house before you moved in there. Yeah. Deb Libby Dyson says, that's good to know. My son passed from cancer. Yeah, 100%, guys. They don't leave. They don't just leave you. They don't just go just because you can't see them or talk to them, which you can talk to them. You can talk out loud because they hear everything, you know. Wendy Merceman, actually cruel. What's cruel, Wendy? I missed that. What's that? What do you mean, Wendy? Andrea Turner, good morning from Canada. They're like 2 more hours time difference now. Missed watching you. Oh, lovey. Well, we're here. Jack Michelle, hello. Suzanne Kelly, hello. Amy Santos, hello. Letitia Potcher, thank you so much, Leslie, for the advice. I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah, 100% lovey. Don't wish anything on anybody. Doesn't matter how bad they are. Because it'll rebound. It's like a mirror, you know, it'll just reflect back to you. Sounds crazy, I know. It doesn't sound real, but it will. Oh. Yeah, there you go. This is beautiful. So Kim Jade, she says, I was holding my grandmother's hand when she passed. In that moment, I drifted off and felt I was being held and carried. I looked up into the tremendous spread of magnificent eagle wings. It would have been angel wings. I was then present in the room with my mother and grandmother. I wished to contact my mum on the phone and in person, especially on Christmas Day. 100%. How cool is that? It's really, really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Bexby, good evening, beautiful lady. My lovely mother, oops, my thing just jumped. My lovely mother-in-law, Jess, has told me to come and watch. You are absolutely a blessing, and I'd be so grateful to hear from you. What do we got for Bex? Spirit? I think I did that. I think I did you a reading the other night. I remember your name. It was last week. I did you a reading last week, Bex. Nothing's changed. I don't feel like anything's changed for me giving you another one tonight. Can you remember that night? Was it Wednesday night, Ellie? We did Monday night. We didn't do Tuesday night. It was one of those nights last week.
No idea.
We only did 2 last week, so it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday and Monday we did last week. So go back, Bex, and watch Wednesday, I think it was. Yeah, right. Lorraine Fraser, she's watching. She goes, watching from Scotland. So glad the weather has got a bit better, not as cold now. Well, it's freezing here, but not as cold as you, of course. 100%. Susan Kelly, hello. She says, hope everyone is okay. Good morning, Leslie. Any messages from my loved ones? I really need my mum right now. Marie. So what do I get for you? I just see the number 18, 9, and September. I also just saw birthday cake. And I also feel like there's some other little underlying issues, like a little personal issue. Not so personal now. I feel like there's a little underlying personal issue around for you, okay? And I feel like this is personal, like the body, like there's something not right with your body, but you don't want to say anything. Like the health, that's what I'm getting for you. Okay, and I feel like it's around the like pain around the rib / back going into the back area. The right rib side. I had that before. Who was that? Why am I so stiff today? Are you stiff? I don't know what's going on. I feel like that your body is like really, really stiff. I can't move very well. And I get the number 12 around you. 1 and 2 is 3, and the month of March. And they're saying to me, definitely September. I just heard screaming at me, September. Tell us September. I went, all right. What's September mean to you? And do you have a dark colored car? I saw a white car and I saw a dark colored car. I saw 2. Okay. I want the car which I feel like there's 2 in the family. Or I'm really stiff around you. I don't know why. My back's killing me. And have you got headaches as well there, Marie? Because I feel like there's a few things going on around the head department. Back. And I'll leave that there. Message for you is to keep doing what you're doing. Just pull back the reins a bit. Just settle down. Just calm the farm down. Everything needs to settle down right now, okay? That's a message for you. And I'll leave that there. So Brian Wilson, if drawn, what do you get for the rest of this year and the start of the new year? Yeah, hit the ground running, Brian. Just relax right now till the rest of the year. Just calm the farm. Prepare for next year. It's going to be a big year, okay? Really, really big year. Lots of things going on with the world. Lots of stuff going on everywhere. So make sure you hit the ground running in like first week of January. Get line everything up. Just get everything that you want to do lined up so you manifest it properly. Over to you there, Ellie.
Brooke Louise said, validation, I sleep perfectly fine. I believe my back is fine too. Just the constant head pressure in the last 2 weeks and hair thinning. Never have I experienced headache or pressure like this before. No, I'm not in Sydney. I'm in the Riverlands, South Australia. I take it. This isn't serious, more spiritual than I take zinc, magnesium.
Ashwagandha. I know what that is for anxiety.
For anxiety, vitamin B, and moringa powder. Thank you. I'm grateful for your guidance and thank you, Spirit.
I do feel, I don't know why, but I'm still stiff in the back. I don't know. Wait for it. And I'll leave that there. Oh, Alison Sloan, still waiting on my keys for my new home. When did I say that was going to arrive, Alison? What's going on? Was it you? I don't remember your name. Sanson, hi from London again across the sea, but not for Spirit. Love that. That's cool. Okay. I'm just caught up. Wow. Dixie, hello. Oh. Would love a message from your mum. Yes, keep smiling. Do you have a place in the house where you've got like a little shrine for her, like little photos or everywhere, like tiny little photos? Normally people just put up 1 or 2, but it's like a few different photos of your mum. Okay, and all these little different like little tiny little picture frames. That's what I see. giving me a wave. She's saying yes. Alison Sloan, she's not sure what's going on. Yeah, manifest it a bit better there, lovey. Manifest it for yourself. We just ask, believe, receive. So if you want the keys to that property, you need to actually visualize yourself. I think it was you that I told last time. I can't remember. I do that many readings. I can't remember. What do we say, Dixie? Yeah, that's right. Yes. So there you go. So she's just validated for that. So yes, she does. So she does have all the little photos and everything on like a little shrine, like a little um memorabilia area for your mum. She loves it. That's her validation to you, lovey, because I just saw them like on a mantelpiece, like kind of thing, in like a little table, and they're all just like there, It's beautiful. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful, Kim Jade. She says, "Thank you, Leslie. It was beautiful. I think I went with my grandmother in spirit, so she took you with her. You must be a medium. I feel you are, and was then brought back into my body. I'm having trouble contacting my mum. No, you're not. Hoping, whoops, where'd it go? Far out. Hoping spirit can help with this, please. I'm having trouble contacting my mum. Don't say that, lovey. Don't say that you're having trouble contacting them, because they're saying, oh, I give her all the signs and they don't notice it. They think they're having trouble. That's what I was saying earlier. Just because you're not having a full on, hello, how are you, mum? You can't see her. It doesn't mean that she's not there. Okay. She's there. 1,000%. They're always there. That's what they do. They hang around you. So you've got to ask the right questions, and you've got to look for the little faint signs, lovey. Okay. There's really faint signs. Like when I get my messages from spirit or your loved ones, I don't get a full blown conversation. Hi, Leslie, how are you today? Just want to see if you can pass the message on to Kim Jade for me. And all that. They don't do that. They just give me these faint messages. If it's a heart attack, I'll get a tiny little flick in the heart. If it's if I miss that, they'll give me a flick even harder, right? So, and if I miss that again, which is very rare, if I miss the first one, what they'll do is they'll give me a shooting pain from my foot right through to my heart, and I'll go far out. That was a massive heart attack, instant death, So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what they'll do with me. But you've got to look for the faint signs, guys. They're faint signs. It's not like they're going to have a full-blown conversation with you and how's the weather and, oh, I wish it was hotter today or whatever. They don't do that. It's very subtle, the messages from spirit. You've got to understand that. They can't have a full-blown conversation with you. Haiti Mac. Yeah, I don't feel like there's spirit in the house. I just feel like there's spirit around you from past loved ones. That's what I get. Okay, they're always around you. I can't stress that enough. She says, I think I may have spirits with visit me. They're always there. Had a few moments that has proven that. Is there a spirit in my new house? No, I don't feel like there's a spirit in your house. I just feel like this is the energy from past loved ones. That's what I'm getting, okay? Normally, if I see a spirit in a house, what I'll see is like a darker room in the house, and then the energy will be very low in that room, and then there'll be like it'll be colder. The room will always be colder. That's how I see it. I see it as a theme. Yeah, Andrea Turner, ask, believe, receive. Love that. It's going on the chalkboard today. Yeah. So what you do, Andrea, is you ask the universe what you want. So, for example, you need to be specific. So if you want a black dress, you can't just say, "Okay, universe, I want a black dress," and then let it go and forget about it, and then expect the right size, the right length, the right style, the right material. You can't do that. You have to be specific in what you want. For example, if you want a black dress, you'd say, I want to have a black dress. It needs to be just past the knees, needs to be suede, It needs to be off the shoulder. It needs to be have a black belt, and I want it within the next 2 weeks. Okay, you need to be specific. And I want it to be this price or whatever. And sure as ever, spirit and the universe go, oh my God, she wants a black dress. We've got to make this. We've got to make this happen. And it just starts to scramble in the background. But you need to give them a hand. So you need to go shopping. When you go shopping, just let it go. When you go shopping, you don't just go specifically looking for the black dress. You just go shopping as normal in the shopping center. And sure as ever, you'll have a black dress. It'll pop up. And it'll be the right price. It's pretty much how it works. It's called the laws of attraction. So, Brian Wilson, how can you tell if you are a medium or psychic? So, psychic is past, present, and future. Medium is mediumship, and that's talking to past loved ones on the other side. Okay, that's the difference. And how do you tell? Well, you always have a knowing. Like a lot of people have a knowing. They might hear, they might smell. Like the lady before on here, she might smell things. What else? You just have that knowing. Or you see them. You do the remote viewing like me. So it's you'll always know. And then sometimes, like for example, when I first started, you get the headaches and stuff like that. Which I always got headaches when I was younger, but I didn't realize that I was like this. So, there you go. Dixie Keen. She says, I honestly do have them on a table on a mantle, which is her mum's photos. 100% because that's what she showed me, Lovey. And she loves it. Mum loves it. 100%. And I feel like she's shown me like a white, is it a white? I can't quite see, but she just showed me like a flash of a white, not an embroidered tablecloth or tiny little tablecloth thing on it, but it looks like a lace, if that makes sense. That's what I just saw. Is that right, Dixie? 100%, Wendy Harvey. She says, look for feathers, even music. The faint signs are always there, 100%. So, you might even just turn on the radio and it's a song from an Elvis song or something like that from years ago, and that was your favorite, your mum or your dad's or your relative's favorite song. So yeah, Andrew Turner, not all psychics are medium, 100%. Medium communicated with past loved ones. Psychics are more on the intuition side. Yeah. So not all psychics can be a medium, but all mediums are a psychic. Okay. And it's no big deal. It's just that some people have more than others, whereas I have it all. I have the remote viewing as well. Heidi Mack, thanks for clearing that up. I'm feeling more settled in this new house and glad no spirits had home invasion in March. Oh, I love you. That's terrible. That's terrible. But the spirit is, ask Haiti, ask your past loved ones to come through and protect you. And clearly you don't need to be psychic for this one. You need to update your security, 100%. But I feel like there's like this overwhelming afraidness from you, or afraid that this is going to happen again. So, and I feel like that this house was watched. It's not the spirit. It's not what you're thinking is on the inside. It's one on the outside, okay? And you don't need to be a rocket scientist to work that one out. But clearly this house was watched, okay? So, but I feel like this was a misunderstanding for the invasion, if that makes sense. I just sort of like see males' eyes popping out of their head. That's what I see. I don't know why. I feel like this is a male eyes veil on the eyes, but the eyes are really popping out of his head. It's like a drug affected. That's what I'm getting. Angela McGriffith, the secret, it is absolutely life-changing, 1,000%. I can't stress it enough, guys. I've been saying it. This is my 291 shows I've done live, and it's insanely amazing. I've said it all the time. Sanson, recently my third eye is fully open. Kids have noticed great grandparents around, bit foggy in understanding why and what is around me. Intuition is also high in my life at the moment. Can you advise how to look after myself, please? People say look after yourself, but what does that actually look like? Thank you for everything that you give. It is appreciated. So what I do with myself there, Son, is I just ask my spirit guide. My spirit guide's very powerful, very, very protective. And I ask him to protect me, okay? So I tell him, make sure whatever you do is that I'm always looked after. I'm always protected, my family, my friends, my pets, my daughter, my car, my house, everything around me. I just make sure you do that. If anything, it's up to him to look after me. That's their job, okay? So that's what you do, is you ask him to look after you. And then also, and if you don't feel confident with that, because it's very daunting trying to get your spirit guide to look after you, right? So what you can also do is get, I don't know if you can see on the live right now, you can see like I've got a glowing of white around me. So what you can do too is you can get your like a visual of yourself, and then make sure that you lock onto yourself and put a white light around yourself. And sometimes I can't do that to myself. So what I do is I picture myself outside of my body, my soul outside of my body, and then I white light my soul outside of my body. That's what I do. Or it's sometimes some people say it's easier, and then I put a mirror. So I mirror that off to the people that are coming after me, or whatever the case may be. So then what I also do is to tell people, if they can't do that for themselves, what they need to do is when they go and have a shower, picture white light coming over you with all the water and just flushing down and washing away all that negative energy. Okay, that's what I get. Andrea Turner, you're a crack up. She said, yeah, Andrea Turner says, whoops, wrong one. What did she say? She says, I need a life to wear a black dress first. She said, it's hoodies and sweatpants right now. That's like me. I've got a beautiful black dress in there. I wear it occasionally. Watch The Secret, everyone. Lorraine Fraser. 100%, guys. You got to watch The Secret. Kim Jade, yes, I get messages from spirit, especially my grandmother often. My mum is alive and I wish to contact her. Lesley and spirit, please help find a way. You got to find a way, sweetheart, not us. You got to find a way, lovey. There's plenty of ways. Yes, 100%. Yeah. So Reese Daniels, it's pretty much like that. So message are kind of cryptic. Well, I get the remote viewing, so I just get it in numbers. I only say what I get. I don't assume. The worst part that a medium or a psychic can pretend to do is assume they are getting some message that they have an opinion with. That's the worst thing you could do as a medium or a psychic. Whatever you get, you say. But for me, on like my shows, I can't say everything in a live show. Private readings are a lot different because I only have one-on-one with the person. But for when it's social media and it's live and it's the standards, it's community standards as well as radio, it's very hard to say all that stuff because I have the rules and regulations I have to keep continuing to think about. Yeah. But it's kind of cryptic, that's right, but not. So remote viewing is crystal clear to me. If it's a private reading, it's just crystal clear. And the numbers, I'm accurate with my numbers. You guys have seen me, do hundreds and hundreds of numbers and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, Jesus. No good. Yeah, so she said, Reese said, I get a quick vision of things shown to me, a view of the buildings or a pic of a car, things like that. Then I have to piece it together. Once I notice these signs, they begin to flow and become easier to understand. 100%. So for me, example, when I started, the numbers would go, if it was a 16, it'd go 16, 16, 16, 16. It'd be 4-second increments for the 16, so I could pick it up. So Spirit was really kind to me. He wouldn't just flash it at me like that. He'd go 16, 16, 16 faster, and it'd get faster, and then it'd go flying past me like the Red Bull with wings, like it had wings. And then now it's just instant flash 16. If I miss it, he might show me again in a couple of minutes and go 16 again. Or the month of July, he might say, okay, you've missed the 16, but you've got the month of July, you know, so for example. But with money, he shows me things in themes. For example, if the person that I'm reading for has an issue with money, he'll show me the big pennies of pharaoh money, because he's a pharaoh mind, right? My spirit guide. It sounds crazy, I know, but that's what I've discovered. That's what someone told me as well. But he shows me the big pennies, and the pennies will be flicking out like you're just flicking out cards, okay? Then I'll see the dollar sign come back. So the dollar sign will come back, but he shows me empty pockets. You know, like when you pull your pockets out and you pull them inside out? That's what I see with the people that have got the same theme, that have lost money, or they're just dishing out money for, what do you call it, bills and stuff like that. So that's what I see. I'll see the empty pockets, and then I'll see the dollar sign. Then they'll give me a date. So I know that the money's going out. The empty pockets, they have no money right now. That's the same theme. And then I look for the dollar signs, and depends on the size of the dollar sign, I'll know how much money's coming in. Then I'll see either 2,000 or 5,000, or I'll get a 2K, or I'll get 200 or whatever, for example, or I'll get 100, or I'll get 700, or whatever it is, right? So, and then I'll get the dollar signs, and then they'll give me a month. So they'll go February/March, and that's how I see it. I see it as the same theme for a different person, but it tells me in different quantities, if that makes sense, different numbers. Or it might be October, $600 or whatever, or just money's going to keep flowing in. So I'll just see little tiny dollar signs. If it's a big dollar sign, I know they're going to get a big payout, or they're going to get something big. For example, with contracts, if I see a contract, and I know that they're going to be having and I'll see a house, I'll get a little house, and I'll know that the contract might be for the home, or they might be getting a new job. So sometimes I'll see 3 contracts in a row, and I know it's either a court case, or sometimes I can't quite tell. So unless I'm doing a full-on reading, it will come to me later. But it might be a court case, it might be signing documents for a home, or it might be signing for a new job, okay? So I don't know yet which one it is. But every time I see contracts, I always stipulate to the person to double-check, triple-check their clauses in the contract, because something's not right, because I'll see a little red flag fly past me. So that's another theme. Another theme might be if the person's like me, and they spiritual, or they're a medium or whatever, I'll see the shadows. I'll see if somebody run past me here, there's nobody here, so I'll see the shadows are on my right, and then I'll see that person that I've just read for, doesn't matter if they're on my live shows or not, I'll see them, and I never see them before in my life. I'll see them facing the left, always facing the left. And then there's that shimmy of a little white light, but not like little bit of mist behind it. But it's not a ghost. It just tells me that they're like me. That's the same thing. So then I know straight away they're like me, but they don't know how to use it. So I just tell them some little tips. Make sure you protect yourself. Make sure you acknowledge them and send them off, because otherwise they're going to keep coming through and bash on the door. And you don't want strangers coming through your house. I get the cars. My numbers are always accurate. Ask anybody in my last readings, my last private readings. I get all the family members of all their birthdays, so my numbers are really accurate. So whatever I say for numbers, it's definitely coming true, 100%. And I'll get like the cars as well. The cars will be, they'll show me the same theme for a car. So they'll show me a dark or a light colored car. And then they'll show me the and if it's facing the left, it'll always be facing the left if there's something wrong with it. And then they'll either highlight the wheels, or they'll highlight the motor, or they'll do the whole car and highlight it. So I know something's not right with the whole car. Doesn't matter if it's new, doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes new that you've just got it. It'll always show me that car. If the car has been in an accident, or there's been an accident, I always see the same theme of that, then I'll always see the car spinning and then hitting something else, and I can see what they've hit. Okay, I've been in the car accident with people. I've actually sat in the back seat of a car, and then the grandfather, I'll never forget this, my first car accident as a medium, and I was sitting in as a kid in the back seat of the car, and this old grandfather was going through. The grandmother was in the car and was coming to an intersection, and he forgot to stop. So he's gone through the red light and gone through, and then the other cars just hit them at the front end and then spun the car around. And then my spirit, what it does is it protects me. So it takes me out of the car, puts me on the side of the road, on the intersection corner, and allows me to watch that kid that I was just looking out of the eyes of, that I was in the car as the kid. It makes me watch that car accident happen. That's how I can describe it, because I'm watching it. I'm actually right there on the corner. So then I tell the person, your grandfather ran a red light and you hit your grandmother's side, blah, blah, blah. And they say, yeah, how'd you know that? I go, well, because I seen it. I was in the car. So that's what happens. But my spirit will protect me so that I don't get hit in that car, if that makes sense. But I get the themes like that all the time. So Haiti Max says, validation, yes, was kids stealing cars. I interrupted 4 of them, 3 a.m. in my house. Oh my God, that would have been horrendous. I've literally just updated all my security in my home too, for crazy reasons like that as well. Okay. Yeah, 100%. I said to one of my besties, she found some coins in her backyard. Like, she was just doing something out in the backyard, and it was raining really bad, and it's washed away some of the grass and the dirt. And she found some really, really old coins. I'm talking like 3 old coins. And I said to her, you're going to find more. You're going to find a couple more, you know. She goes, nah, I've looked everywhere. There's no more. It rained more and more. This was going back a few months ago, probably about a year ago, actually, now, come to think of it. And sure as ever, she rings me and says, Les, there was more coins. I go, I know, I'm psychic. I told you that. But that's what they'll do. They'll give you signs, you know. So what's the time? Son, thanks, darling. I'm going to call the angels. You really explained it so well. Thank you. I've been doing the mirror. 100%. Leslie, my mum and dad's house was intentionally burnt down 3 years ago. Can you tell me why and who would do this, please? Oh, that's really terrible. Susan Jolie. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know why. I just feel like that the person want. I feel like this is a money thing. I feel like someone owed someone something, and it's money, because I just see money, and I see the money coming on top. Okay, so like this. You need to hold your hand out because the money's coming on top. That's what I'm getting as well. Okay, and I feel like it's going to be around February, March next year for you, Susan. But I don't understand why. If I had more time, I've only got like 5 minutes to go. But yeah, I don't know why. I'd have to go right into that. It's too short of time now, lovey. I just saw that. So Leona Sunday, Leslie, what can my friend do to calm her mind? So anxiety can come from a deficiency in magnesium as well. So try that. Okay. Where's the time? 10 o'clock. Yes. Yes. Alison Turner, could you include my brother Graham in your prayers tonight, as he's going in for surgery tomorrow? Yes, I'm going in for surgery tomorrow too. So you're going to wish me a good prayer as well, guys. I've got one from Miss Harvey, and I'm just going to pull it up now. Where is she? Oops, there we go. So, oh, well done. Thank you, Brian. Let's keep going. I just want to catch up. Is there any other validations there, Ellie?
No, you read the last one out.
Reese Daniels, the car thing I've had a few times. I see a car roll before the day after. being shown it, even the correct color. Yeah. So what I do with spirit, because my remote viewing is like when you come out of the shower and you see the mirror, it's just a little bit misty. Because my remote viewing is like that, and then until the mist starts to clear, then I'm full steam ahead. I see everything. So what I do is I ask spirit to show me more. I ask what color, and I go, "You sure it's a white color or whatever?" So and while I'm talking to you guys, I'm already pinging with and talking to spirit, in the same time, because I'm hearing the messages come through, and I'm saying, "Hang on a second, I've got to finish reading my question before I say your answer." So over to you there, Ellie.
Eloise Robbins said, "Tonight, so much information. Grandparents passed away when young, before 3 years old. I don't know anyone else who has passed, so I just realized there is nothing like your lavender to remind me of them. But in a private session, first thing up was 16, the number 16, and a quiet woman with my mother. Her mother, I just don't know anything about her, but I found out my mother's mother was born on the
The
16th and she
16.
came through. I loved the private session."
Yeah, you're welcome there, lovey. I love that one too. It was really good. Yes, I do remember you. I will not forget you, that's for sure. It was a beautiful reading. Davinia, all the best for your surgery. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So, thank you. So, I'm going to read the prayer now, and then I'm going to go to bed because I'm really tired. So, what do we got here? What's Miss Harvey giving me now? So this is Christmas, okay? Christmas can be a sad time for so many. Not all have friends, colleagues, or even family. So if you can help someone just for a day, you could make a huge difference in what you say. Kindness or a smile costs nothing on your way through, but it could mean the world of difference if you only knew. Family and friends come together at this time of year, while others feel so lost as they simply sit and stare. To be lonely is awful. Depression and anxiety is also bad, as they sit there in their silence, feeling so lost and so sad. So just react out, even a smile will do. And it may well be your smile and kindness that gets them through. Greetings are wonderful as you all celebrate. Your one kind gesture could seriously pull someone out of their state. Sometimes this is no answer, no rhyme or reason. Maybe many feel lost simply because of the season. It is not about money or even a gift. It is to show them that we care enough to give them that lift. Go about your business, just add a simple hello. Maybe you will change their mindset as they feel so low. To give someone a lift as you pass by this season, you may well have been given someone a chance to believe in. We wish you all a Merry Christmas indeed. Hopefully, this prayer has planted the seed. Love and light and blessings to all of you, and good night, everybody. And we'll see you. I'm not sure if I'll see you on Wednesday or Tuesday this week. I'm not sure. It just depends on how I feel. Good night, everyone, and wish me luck. Thank you. Love to you all. Whoops, I forgot to put the banners up too. Oh my gosh, I'm having a blondie. Okay, good night.